Welcome here. Today we're going to be dabbling in the Jefferee Star, the Jawbreaker palette. We are going to be just working from the larger one today. I do have both. Pay attention at the end of this video for a special surprise. If you guys know me, you probably know what it already is, but let's get into it. As always, I'm going to be doing one side that is a beautiful, colorful look and another side that is a beautiful, wearable look. So let's get right into it. I'm going to start off with my colorful look. As always, I always like to start off with the real colorful look. I did set my eye with the P. Louise base. I'm going to go right into Good Morning because it is like 8 o'clock this morning and I am just kind of waking up. I should have been up quite a while ago. This is like a really light color, and I know it's like really the shade of my face, basically, but I want to set just the top right here. I do have very hooded eyes, so that being said, it is a little harder for me to show as much color as most people. I try to do the best I can. And also, I am 49 years young. So for somebody my age to come on here and do these beautiful colors, it's not always seen. And I like that to be seen. So I haven't really thought about what I'm gonna do. I haven't really tried this palette. I have sampled just a couple of colors. I tried Snack, which is gorgeous. And I tried Jawbreaker, which is like, I am big into these duochrome, like I didn't even pick any up. Oh, nice. So this is Snack and this is Jawbreaker. There you go. I love those colors. That pink right there is incredible. Everybody's been using that on their lid though. Everybody's been going right into bubblegum, and I'm going to not do the, and they've went into the F word. I think I am going to go into, to start this off, I think I'm going to go into Gumdrop. I'm going to go into that purpley color. I'm just going to bring that into the crease. Now that, yes, is kind of a bold color to go right in your crease, but I want to do a very pretty kind of colorful look. Now I'm putting the bulk of that down into the crease and blending it off into that other color that we had. I do have my color switch sitting here. You can pick one of these up from June & Co. A lot of people talk about the Veramona one. It has a hole in the middle, which is nice. You can wet that and use it. This one is, I think it's like $2, so that is why I go with that one. I'm going to go back to Good Morning, and I'm going to use that just to really blend that off. I want to keep that light. I want to keep that gumdrop color still kind of light, and I want to concentrate it right through here and bring it out. I'm not really discussing what brushes I'm using today. I'm just going to kind of get right to the colors. You guys know, for the most part, the brushes that I use, I'm switching off between my Morphe, my Haki Hodu brushes, and my Wayne Goss brushes. So now that we got that purple in, I think I don't want to get locked into purple, but I want to have that purple as the background. I think now I'm going to probably end up stuck with purple in here, but I'm going to go ahead and grab Cherry Wet, and I'm going to bring that into this lower part right here and just add some depth with that and really add some color in there. I think I kind of want, I'm going to take that Cherry Wet color and I'm going to also tap into Delicious over here because I want a little more of a deeper, there we go. I wanted a little more of a deeper tone, but I wanted that pinky red. Really shape out that corner. I'm really trying to bring that eye up. I don't want to lose that purple that we have back there, so I'm going to grab a little smaller brush than what we used before, and I'm going to go back in and bring that. I want to make sure I don't lose that real lavendery purple up there, so I'm going to grab this and just bring that back in. When you do a real colorful look like this, it's a lot of blending back and forth. Now I'm going to grab a little fluffier brush, and I'm just going to go over that edge and really make that a little more seamless. when you go over it, you make it look a little more seamless and a little more intentional. I'm going to go into this color here, Delicious, straight away. And I'm going to bring that right on the outside here. And I'm going to run that right deep into that crease. What I'm trying to do here is I have very hooded eyes. So what I like to do is really deepen that crease by getting a darker, deeper color in there. I don't want to lose that cherry wet color. See how I still have that pinky glow right there, but I really want to deepen it. Now when I relax my eye and look, see how the dark, we're not really showing the color, we're just using it to pull your eye in to really make it look like I have a deeper eye socket than I do. I wasn't born like Jefferee Star with huge, deep eye sockets. I'm going to dip into bubblegum and dip into cherry wet. I'm kind of mixing these colors on the brush together. I don't want to lose that pink. I really, really like that pink, but I also really like that purple back there. There. Now I think we're ready to go ahead and cut that crease. I'm going to go ahead and grab my P. Louise base. Now I did try to set my eyes with the Jefferee Star concealer. Being I have more mature skin, it just really didn't work well for me. If you have drier skin, you want to stay away from using concealers, and you want to use more of an eye base. An eye base is going to be a lot more moisturizing. Well, depending on which one you get. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Now, when you're cutting the crease, you want to really make sure you don't want to super glob it onto your brush. And I always put it onto both sides of my brush so I can flip my brush and use the other side very easily. Now, I'm going to go ahead and ever so carefully. I'm not going to cut it all the way, but I'm going to cut it 3/4 of the way. Now, as I said, I have very hooded eyes. So I want to make sure that's really set down. I don't want that to transfer up. Now, if you open your eye, it's going to transfer a little bit, but I don't want to lose that really sharp line that we've got. Now, if you have hooded eyes, that is the hardest thing to do, is really get that line right there even, because it keeps wanting to transfer. And if you look at some of these people doing some of these looks on Instagram, we all look at them and go, God, I wish I could do that on my eye, but you just can't. Well, a lot of the problem why you can't is exactly that. You're putting too much product on your brush, and you're really trying to emphasize too much on bringing that crease up and not really emphasizing what you do have. I always keep a makeup wipe handy so I can wipe my brush off, because I like to use usually the same brush that I did to cut the crease to go ahead and set my color on the crease. Now I'm going to go ahead in, and I'm not sure, I really want to do a pinky kind of really pop on that lid, but I kind of want to make sure to use Jawbreaker, and that's got kind of a greener tone. I don't know if I want to put that with more of a purpley tone or more of a pink tone. Now, when you're when you're trying to decide what you want to put on the lid, you can always like take just a little bit of each color you're thinking about, and you hold them up to the eye, and you can kind of see what you want. I think I'm going to like that right there, and you can go ahead and pat it on. I think I'm going to do the dark out here. Yep. And then I'm going to bring the light Jawbreaker color in there. See, you can kind of look, and if you don't like how that looks, you just take your concealer and wipe it right back off, and you're not set into a color. Now, I'm going to start off with the lighter color first. Now, I'm going to go into this pink color, which is Cotton Candy. That color is so pretty. Bring that into that middle. Now, we're going to worry about blending these all off in just a second. And I'm also going to do a little highlight in the middle, I think. Now, keeping my makeup wipe handy. The reason why I'm using a makeup wipe and not my color switch at this point, because I like having that brush just lightly damp. Now I'm going to go into Bite Me right here, where we're going to get our deeper purple on the outside. And we use more of a shimmer. You can kind of bring that out. Now I'm going to grab more of a fluffy not fluffy type brush, but more of a packer type brush. This is a flat shader brush from Bodyography. I actually used to use that to cut my crease a lot, but my eyes are so small that it doesn't really give me a lot of room. Now that I have that color really on there, now I can go in and just really kind of polish up what I've done. Now I'm going to bring that pink over onto that purple, blend out that line right there. I'm going to pick up Jawbreaker and I'm going to bring that into here, and I'm going to pull that right over that pink. And what you're doing is you're mixing the colors together by going back and forth. See how I went over the white with the whiter color with the pink? Now I'm going back here. I don't want to lose that. Make sure I don't lose that. Then I'm going in with the darker color. Again, bite me, and I'm going to bring that on that outer. Just kind of clean that up. That is so pretty. Now, for the bottom of the lid, we're going to do that afterwards, but we're going to start working on this eye now, and then I'll come back and do both underneath for you at the same time. That way I can do my liners and my lashes and everything. Now, some of you guys asked me, Jen, why don't you wear lashes? I work very hard to keep these bad boys long, and I use the new lash on them. I've been using it for probably about 4 months now, and my lashes have gotten so long, they filled all back in where they're nice and full, and I can use just a mascara and give a nice full look. Now, yes, it would look nicer to have big fluffy lashes, but I will lose these, and I don't want to do that. And I am back with my liner done. Yes, that's orange. We're going to try something really different. Now, when you look at a color wheel, the color directly across from a color accentuates that color, and purple's color is orange. And I thought about, since we did this eye, this color, and this eye purple, let's accentuate each other with the opposite color. Try it. It's makeup, it washes off. So what I put in the waterline here is from Makeup Forever, and that is the color Any Tangerine. And what I put in this side is I use the Sumatra, and I use the color I've been using a lot, and that is Storm, which is kind of a gray color. But let's start working on this lower lash line. Now I'm going to grab a thin little brush here. This is the Royal & Lean Nickel BOM 435. I use this a lot for my under eye work. So I'm going to start off with Suck, the orange color. I'm going to bring that right underneath. I think that's a little dark, actually. I'm going to go over here into the F word. I think that will actually. Now I want to grab the yellow, and I'm going to bring the yellow just slightly into the middle of the bottom, just to kind of lighten that up a little bit. Lay the color down. I'm going to take the brush. This is actually the brush that I used on this side. On the top has a little bit of the F word still on it. I'm going to use that and just really blend out. I think I should have done something a little darker. I think I'm going to put a black in that waterline, actually. I think that will really accentuate. I'm going to take my little Sigma black liner. I think that was just too much orange under there. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to go with the black, and I'm also going to just lightly line my top lash. I'm also going to go ahead and tightline that. Little trick, I love this pencil for tightlining because it turns up and I can bring it out like that. When you bring it out longer, you can bring it right under, and it's not so intimidating. The end of it, I start watering, tap your nose, and it will stop. I think it's something to do with your nerves or whatever the case may be, but yeah, that black came out better. I think that was just too much orange, and it was kind of really throwing off the look that I was going for. I'm going to grab this again. I'm going to grab the F word again, and I'm going to bring that right underneath. Now we have so much color on top, we don't have to go like crazy. with this, and that's why I felt like it was really pulling away from that purple, but I wanted that little bit of color there. Now I'm going to take a little fluffier brush and this little angled brush, and I'm going to grab the yellow, and what I want to do is I want to dust the edge of that orange just a little bit with yellow. Much better. Now on the other side, I'm not going to do a ton of underneath work with this side, but I am going to, thought about doing purple underneath, but I think that's just too loud for a daytime look. I'm just going to grab the F word on this brush again, and I'm going to bring it here in the corner and just kind of ever so lightly finish that corner off and just go a quarter of the way under my eye, just to give it a little bit of a frame. I'm also going to bring right here, I just want to tighten this up a little more. I kind of lost some of that pigment right in there, and I want to keep that nice and tight right there. And that is that. I'm going to clean up underneath my eyes real quick, and I'll be right back. Now I did clean up just a little bit underneath my eyes just to tighten that up. I need to work on our inner corner and accentuating the brow bone, and I think I'm going to go in with this solid white color called Virgin on this side, and I'm just going to kind of lay that down first, but I am going to accentuate this brow bone with that. I think I'm going to go with something a little shinier on the inner corner. I got a little fallout out of that. I will tell you, there is a lot of colors that are just so pigmented in here. Now I'm going to grab this. I like to lay down the matte white first on real colorful looks like this, because as you see, you know, we've got some of that blending over from those colors. And accentuate this brow bone. Now when I was saying earlier how you come up a little too much, when you go in with a matte white like this, you can come in and you can really clean that up. See, I'm going down into that color, but I'm not losing it. And I'm also going to come in with my, this just had some of the leftover of that lavender on it. What color was that? The gumdrop color. And I'm just going to go ahead and blend that with that white there. See how that really just cleaned that up. Now on the inner corner, I'm going to go ahead and grab Jawbreaker, and I'm going to bring that over here. And just, I do almost like a C around the little corner of your teardrop or tear duct right there. Teardrop, your tear duct. See how that really just accentuates that? You can also come just slightly under right here. I always save this little area right here just to accentuate it a little more, because I like how that really makes that eye, see how that makes that eye pop? And it really helps to kind of open that eye up. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Now I went ahead and laid that matte white down first, and why I did that is it really will help this to stand out more against that purple. Now we have that color right in here as well, and I'm going to just brighten that back up right here on that corner, and also come underneath, same as the other side. Now I would wear either look out to the doctor, to the mall, I don't care where you go, I would wear it. Now I'm going to just dust right underneath with a brush, and I like to go ahead and just take a clean brush right against the top just to make sure that's nice and seamless. And you can also kind of run it right here, just so you don't want that real tight sharp line. You want a sharp line, but not real tight. You want it to look nice and blended. I like a soft line there, where you still have the line where your skin versus the color, but it doesn't have to be so sharp that it looks like you put a piece of tape there. That is it. I hope you enjoyed this. I, as always, enjoyed doing this for you guys. Now, if you stayed tuned for the entire time, I have a little surprise for you. I am giving away not only one, I am giving away both the large and the small Jawbreaker palette away. Now, all the information will be in my instruction box below. Make sure you check me out on Instagram and check out the rest of my channel. Make sure to like this video, give me a thumbs up. I hate that. Give me a thumbs up. And leave your name below with your Instagram number or your email so I can get in touch with you. I will have all the information below about how to order this and about how to reach me on Instagram. You guys have a wonderful day and thank you so much for watching. Bye.